When it pertains to replace your mortgage, one of the things that we still struggle with today, I was talking to Derek, one of our videographers with Amy Collective. He's like, he's got a great marketing mind, and he's like, what do you guys struggle with as far as replace your mortgage is concerned? The most? Is it price sensitive? Is it, timing, or, what is it? And I said, ironically, even though we live in a time now when the message that we share is more prevalent than it probably ever has been. Partly due to us, partly due to our competitors, also partly due to mortgage lenders. Right now, mortgage lenders are scrambling to try to figure out how to make a dollar. Because just think about it logically. Lots of folks, millions of folks refinanced 3 years ago to 2.5%, 2.75%, 3%. Heck, let's just even say 4%. You're not getting those people off of those mortgage rates because they know that those mortgage rates are not coming back. And the consumer mindset is focused on interest rate, not rate of interest. So in the mortgage world, it's like, what is your proposition there to refinance someone off of that great rate? So even mortgage lenders are scrambling to try to figure out what product to offer to consumers so they can keep revenue coming in the door. And we've seen it pop up where mortgage lenders are offering HELOCs. Now, mortgage lenders, I haven't found a true traditional mortgage lender that offers a HELOC directly. Banks offer home equity lines of credit, not mortgage lenders. So what these mortgage lenders are doing is brokering to the bank. And then the mortgage lender will, for the brokering services, charge broker fees, origination fees, discount points, underwriting fees, etc. When you don't have to go through a mortgage lender, you could skip them altogether and go directly to the bank to get the HELOC, a lot of times for free. But again, I go back to the point of, you've even got mortgage lenders scrambling to offer HELOCs so that they can get revenue coming in the door. And even in this time, in the marketing that's been done to kind of promote this message that there are alternatives to financing real estate other than the archaic traditional mortgage, the biggest thing we struggle with as a business is disbelief. It's just a lack of belief that there are alternatives. And what I would encourage folks to do is essentially what I did as a mortgage lender. When I was told that this exists and that there's a strategy, and that essentially the guy that taught me was basically saying that mortgages are bad. And they are for a select group of people. And when I say select group of people, people that have mastered their budget. They make more money than they spend. They're living on less than they make, right? So that's who he's really talking about. And he was like, mortgages are bad. And he basically called me the financial dope dealer. We've got tons of videos on this where we go deep into that. It was a hedge fund manager who told me this. But I encourage people to do exactly what I did. So if you see this message of you can get a home equity line of credit in first lien position or second lien position or a business line of credit or a personal line of credit or a commercial line of credit, the antithesis of what you think you should be financing real estate on, which is a amortization scheduled death pledge, I encourage you to do exactly what I did. Try to refute it. Go down that rabbit hole. Do the math. And again, it's third grade math. We're not talking about calculus or anything like that. Just go down that rabbit hole and try to disprove the theory. And what you will find is that, especially if you're cash flow positive and you start running the math, you're like, holy crap, this starts making a lot of sense. Then the second disbelief that you may have is, but no one's offering this, which is not true. Again, it's a standard home equity line of credit. And when you get to that realization, then you have to ask yourself the question is, am I capable enough of doing this on my own, or should I get consulting services to help me with this? Because you'll find that in the HELOC world, the bank world, that is not a securitization pool like mortgages, like mortgage-backed securities, where your mortgage, everyone knows this, you buy a house or you refinance your mortgage. By the time you get to the closing table, you're like, wait a minute, now I'm not even sending payments to you that you offered me the mortgage. You've already sold it to somebody else. That's not happening in the HELOC world. This is a bank-owned asset. It sits on their balance sheet, and that's who you're paying. That's who you have a relationship with. And there are pros and cons to that. So you'll find that since this is not federally controlled as much as mortgages are, that it is the Wild Wild West. And no two HELOCs look the same. It is vastly different. And then what you'll also find, because I was on a call yesterday with a group of potential clients for replace your mortgage. They go through, and if you want to go through this process, you can do it too. People will go through our free education. We have tons of free education where you can get a foundation of this, right? And we encourage people to do this. Get a foundation of what this looks like and how it can work for you or not work for you. And then you book a discovery call with one of our account executives. Again, that's all free too. And then on top of that, you're invited to a webinar to sit down with me and Matt. And what we encourage people to do is the gloves are off. Throw your best shot at us. What are your misconceptions, disbeliefs about the strategy? We've heard it all. So throw it at us and we'll tell you transparently whether this is a good fit for you. So I encourage folks to do that because that is the biggest hang up for not only us as a business to acquire more clients, but most importantly, it's that lack of belief that's keeping the common consumer, the middle class, stuck in this rat race of archaic debt tools that's stealing their wealth from them. And it's really stealing their joy too, because a lot of times, especially us as fathers, as husbands, I definitely wear the badge of honor that, look, I'm the breadwinner. It's my responsibility to bring the bacon home, right? So we equate success sometimes to our financial success. Obviously, we should not do that. There's a heck of a lot more to it. It's probably one of the least important things, but we do. That's kind of where we draw a lot of our pride. So if you step outside and just have an open mind and look at this through a different lens of, okay, let me be open-minded about this. What if this was true? Or, let me disprove this. You'll find there's a lot of validity to this. Math doesn't lie. We used to have a saying that it's math, not magic, but then we realized that somebody had trademarked that 10 years before we even opened up our doors. So we don't really use that anymore, but it's such a good saying. It's true. It is math, it is not magic, and it's very simple. And if you also want to go into financial history, just rewind time 100 years ago and research how people were financing real estate, and you'll find that they were financing real estate the way that we're trying to teach you to finance real estate. And you'll find more joy because you'll have more financial success, you'll have less debt, more flexibility, more liquidity. Here's another topic that came up with this one gentleman that was asking some really good questions yesterday on our webinar is, well, I want to see the math between what interest I would pay on a mortgage versus what interest we pay on a HELOC. Okay, that's elementary. We can easily do that and just show you black and white. Here's how much interest you're going to pay on this scenario versus this scenario. And as long as you're cash flow positive, I can guarantee you that you're going to pay less interest on a HELOC with the strategies that we use versus a mortgage. And I said, but let's just play devil's advocate. Worst case scenario, which is not the case, but let's just say it was. Let's make the assumption that it was the same amount of interest. What price tag of value do you put on liquidity? Because with a mortgage, as you pay it down, you don't have access to your equity. But with a home equity line of credit, as you pay it down, you have access to your equity. So if there's an opportunity or a life event that you need access to that equity, it's accessible within 5 minutes. So I asked him, I said, assuming it's the same, which we both can agree, looking at the math, it's not, but let's just say it was, what value do you put on that? He's like, that's priceless. Now, I don't think that was the term used, if I'm being transparent. I forget what term he used, but he said it was invaluable or something like that. And it's true. Liquidity is extremely important, especially in today's market. We need to stay nimble. We need to stay liquid because some people don't look at what the opportunity cost is, right? So if you had access to equity or liquidity and capital, and there was an opportunity that you couldn't pounce on, that's an actual cost. So we always look at what we're spending versus what we could be spending as the only cost, but we also have to look at lost opportunities as a cost too. Because if we were positioned the right way to capitalize on these opportunities, then things start looking a lot different. Not just off one opportunity. You compound these opportunities. You compound success. So it could be a small opportunity that leads to a bigger opportunity, leads to an even bigger opportunity. So just having liquidity is worth looking at this. But again, to sum all this up, what we struggle with the most as a company is people are not open-minded and won't even look at this. And I say, if you think that it's a scam and you don't think it's true, prove us wrong. Go down this rabbit hole. Take all of our free information. We have tons of free information on our website and on YouTube. Go down that rabbit hole and then come back to us and say, here's how I can prove you wrong. 10 years, 10,000 clients, we haven't had a single one do it. So that is my challenge to you. Y'all take care. God bless.